How's it going, everyone? And this is something that I've mentioned in previous videos, but it's in regards to Black Friday, and it extends far beyond that. You know, we cover a lot of digital game deals on this channel. However, we also have been covering a lot of physical game deals, and as the world is starting to move closer and closer to a digital-only environment, I don't think we're anywhere near that, but obviously, let's not kid ourselves. There's a reason why the PlayStation 5 Pro does not have a disc drive. Sony wants you, Xbox wants you, they both want you, Nintendo wants you. If they could have it their way, they would have absolutely everyone buying their games digitally, eliminating the secondhand market, and collecting all of the revenue for themselves. That is, in their perfect world, what they would want. They absolutely want control of the consumer. They want you invested into that ecosystem, and having games be sold physically gives control at least a little bit to the consumer, and that is where today's video is coming in. We're going to be covering a lot of Black Friday deals. You saw some great deals that we covered earlier. However, I have said in previous videos that if you are looking to get the best value pickups, Black Friday is one of those times where you absolutely should be buying games physically. Now, I've been seeing the comments in some of our recent videos of a lot of people being like, why is anybody talking about digital deals? Do not buy digital, do not rent your games, etc., etc. But when you actually look at it from a price point standpoint, there is one example that is slapping you across the face right now, and I've been mentioning it a few times in this video, and that is Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you guys, I was looking through the PlayStation Store yesterday, and they got like a most wanted deal section, and I went through that, and I saw Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, and every time I see this price point, it is vomit-inducing. Guys, this collection came out a year ago, and I want to say like a month after release, it was already down to $40. What is that price point on the PlayStation Store? 20% off for $48. Now, you might say, hey, the Black Friday sale hasn't kicked off on the PlayStation Store. Maybe it'll go cheaper. It ain't going cheaper because the Black Friday sale has kicked off on the Xbox Store, and it's $48 there. This includes Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, and not even to critique the collection itself, where the collection was at a really poor state earlier in 2023. At the end of the day, it is preserving Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, so people inherently are going to have a lot of interest in it. But the $48 price tag is so egregious a year after release, and what makes it so egregious is, again, a month after release, it was down to like $35, $40 regularly, and maybe earlier this year it went up a little bit, but readily you could find it for around 40 bucks. Well, right now, it is available for $19 on Amazon. This is what happens when you have actual storefronts offering deals as well. And guys, this is a little bit of a worrying element for the grander picture of what if it was digital only? Well, then the PlayStation Store and publishers would have full control over what the price points are. Now, MGS Master Collection is such a weird one because the list price for it is $39.99, and I believe Konami is the one that dictates what the list price is, the MSRP or whatever, and that's already down to $39.99. I might be getting that wrong. Whatever the case may be, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 is legitimately well under half of the cost if you buy it physically versus digitally. And what's crazy about it, conventional wisdom would have you think that, hey, if I buy a game digitally, I'm not getting a disc, you're not printing the game, there's no box and manual, there's no middleman like an Amazon or a Walmart taking their cut, they're collecting way more revenue, so why is the game digitally orders of magnitude more expensive than the physical release? Nobody can answer that question, and you would just think it's because they dictate the pricing, and the price point is going to be what the price point is physically. Now, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 is certainly one of the more glaring examples of a game being so much cheaper physically versus digitally, But it's not the only example. We talked about Persona 3 Reload being on sale for $25. It's $36 or $35 on the PlayStation Store right now. A $10 price discrepancy is notable, especially because when you add in the value of having a physical game versus a digital game, there is inherently more value in a physical game. Now, you can also be of the mindset that, hey, digital gaming is so much more convenient, and I understand that. I hate, getting up and swapping discs as much as the next guy, but, at the same time, I would much rather have a physical copy of a game which you can also sell to people, you can borrow it, you can lend it to a friend to play, and I get a game sharing exists and all this thing, but as far as lending a game to a friend, that's the natural way to do it. Give them a copy of your disc. It's just insane to me that the price discrepancy has gotten this hefty, and it's always been the case. How many times have I said that, guys, as far as Black Friday goes, physical game deals are going to be your bread and butter to get the most value possible. How digital gaming works is, if a game gets to a price threshold where it's like $15 or less or $10 or less, I think at that point it's fine to buy a game digitally, because that basement price point is kind of the basement price point. You're not gonna find, let's say, I don't know, what game is readily $10? Let's say the Batman Arkham Collection. It's $6 on the PlayStation Store. Are you going to be able to pick up Batman Return to Arkham and Batman Arkham Knight $6 all together via Amazon? You're just not going to be able to do that. That's an instance where digital gaming makes sense. But in the case of, if we're just comparing it directly from price point standpoints, usually physical games are much, much cheaper. Now, there are rare exceptions, like Alan Wake 2, for example. Alan Wake 2 just got its physical game release, its deluxe edition release, so that physically is on sale for $50, where digitally it's on sale for $40 on the Xbox Store. But that's a case that few and far between. Is that actually going to happen? Because Alan Wake 2 is a game that got a digital-only release back in October of 2023. That physical release just happened like 6 weeks ago or something like that, so it makes sense that the physical copy is still at a premium price point. But this is why, as we inch closer to digital being the only option and them pushing you into digital, you have to be very, very worried about that. And it's not like PC. At least on PC, you have platforms like a Green Man Gaming, a Games Planet, a Humble. You've got different players in the game. PlayStation is never going to open their ecosystem for another e-tailer to sell games to them that you can redeem a code and you'll be good to go. At least I don't think they're gonna do that. They want that walled garden. They want that closed ecosystem, and right now they can't have it because there are so many people that want a physical game deal. But for those of you that are so adamant digital, I get it. The benefits sometimes are very, very nice. Again, being able to download a game directly, not getting up and going to the store or waiting for the FedEx package to come and getting the package delayed, so on and so forth. However, if we do eliminate physical games entirely, that can pose a problem for your finances in the future as well. Spending more money on the game, because when you do not have multiple competitors in the market, they could just dictate the price points and they could set it at whatever they want. Now, ultimately, it's up to the consumer to decide on what price points to pay, but at the same time, when you have multiple players at Amazon, a Walmart, a Best Buy, a Target here and there, and especially at a time like Black Friday where this becomes so apparent, and I saw this MGS deal go live, and it was just yesterday. I was looking at the PlayStation Store and I saw Master Collection Volume 1 for $48, legitimately vomit-inducing. A deal like that is vomit-inducing. Konami, please, whoever makes the decision, that's one. Yo, I get it, these digital games are sometimes just gonna be more expensive, but this level of disparity is just insanity. And the thing is, we won't be able to point it out in a world where digital was the only option. It would just be 20% off. We would just be like, all right, that's overpriced. But when it's available for $19, it just makes it so much more outstandingly mind-numbing that this is a real thing. But I digress. Go pick up Master Collection Volume 1 for $19. That's an awesome deal. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Hopefully it's in stock by the time you guys are watching this video. But really, the point of this video is, yeah, that deal is great for 19 bucks, but a future where it's only digital only, that is quite worrying because there aren't competitors. We're gonna always cover digital deals. Digital deals are super nice. Why do we do deals under 10, deals under 5? And whenever I I talk about more expensive deals, I added by saying that if you guys do not plan on playing these games anytime in the near future, or if you're okay with buying physical, go that route, because ultimately, the digital games at a higher price point, the value is very questionable. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Interested to hear from you guys, but sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.